Hello, friends. It's day 9 of 30 Days of Celebrating You. This series is to relive, retell our glory moments, glory days, um, reliving the moments that brought us um, joy, where we overachieve, where we achieved something, accomplished something, where we had to like push a little bit harder or something that we didn't think may have been possible, but we did it. We're just reliving that moment and telling it, um, sharing it with the universe and our community in the hopes of or in the effort of raising our vibration just a little bit each day for the next 30 days. Um, Reliving those moments where your heart is filled a little bit brighter and your energy shines a little bit brighter. Um, my day 9 story is another bowling story. Around, I think it may have been 2000 or like somewhere around the early 2000s. Um, I was bowling in, Reno, Nevada. In it was I think it was the Masters tournament, the ABC Masters tournament. So the ABC is like the governing body of amateur bowling, and it's the Masters is like, I guess you would say it's one of their biggest, if not the biggest, tournament um, that they have, and it's open to everybody, even professionals. Um, as long as you're a member of the ABC, American Bowling Congress. Um, And so um, it's a really good tournament for, I would say, higher level bowlers, bowlers that like to, um, maybe um, test their test their abilities. Because a lot of pros do bowl in this tournament. It's not exclusive to only pros, but a lot of pros do bowl in it. So um, the tournament that I bowled in, there was 460 bowlers, I think, around there. It was around that number, and you bowled. I can't remember if it was 2 days of qualifying or 3 days of qualifying, but they had a dress code where you had to wear some kind of slacks, and you had to have a collared shirt with your name um, printed on the back. Somehow your name had to be on the back of your shirt. And so I remember bowling. Remember going there, and I bowled the first squad. I bowled really well, actually. I actually surprised myself. I didn't know that I was um, I was bowling really well, and it was surprising to me how well I was doing because it was a tough shot, and my mindset wasn't to go out there and kill it, but it was to go out there and not make stupid mistakes and just grind it out. So I wasn't trying to shoot a 300 every time. I was just trying to throw the best ball that I could. And so in having that mindset on the first day of the event, out of the 460 whatever it was, I was in 64th place, and I was really excited. So much so that I thought, oh, why don't I go get another shirt? I did have, I did have, I had enough shirts for the tournament. Like if I was to make it through, um, I did plan for that. But then for some reason, before I left California on the trip, a friend of mine gave me a shirt uh, for good luck. And so I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And so I held on. I took the shirt with me. It didn't have my name on it, so I thought, "Oh, I'll go and get my name put on it. I'll get it embroidered." So um, I didn't bowl until um, I didn't the next day. That was so day one. I was in like 64th place, and my next squad was a later squad the next day. So I had a little time. So I was walking around Reno looking for an embroidery shop, and so I found one. And I'll never forget. I went into the store and I asked them, oh, if they could um, embroider embroider my shirt, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no problem. We do that. We do this all the time." And they knew why I was there. I was for bowling. So they said it'll only take a couple minutes. Just hang out. And I was like, okay. And they had the TV on, and so it was on ESPN. And so I was just standing there watching watching the TV on ESPN, and on ESPN, at the bottom of the screen, they have a tracker, a rolling tracker where it shows like scores or highlights going across the bottom. So like if there's a basketball game, it'll show the score of the game, how many points has somebody has or something like that. Well, on this tracker, while I was there, it had the results of the first day of qualifying for the Masters tournament, and I saw my name go across the screen on the bottom, and wow, I was so tickled. It was uh, it was a proud moment to as a young person, I always watched ESPN because I was so into sports and stuff like that, and to see my name go across the screen on TV as one of the qualifiers um, for this big prestigious tournament. That was a very proud moment for myself to see my name go across the TV on ESPN. Well, that's my share. That's my story for day nine. My proud moment seeing my name go across the TV on ESPN for a bowling tournament. Um, Please do the YouTubey things, like, share, and subscribe. Put your story in the comments. Um, every story, uh, every story is an awesome story. Don't think like, oh, I don't have a good one. Um, you're of value, and so is your story. Just sharing a little piece of you um, with somebody else can mean something to somebody else. There's people out there that you know maybe looking for a little pick me up, or it might be like a push that somebody needs. Point somebody down down a direction that's helpful to them. So yeah, please don't be shy, don't be bashful. Um, we really are impacting other people. You may not see it, you may not notice it, but we are touching people. Our reach is extending every day. How we touch people, just by the littlest things we do. We might feel they're insignificant, but to some people they're profound. So don't be shy, and don't think less of yourself and your stories. Um, just put it in the comments, and we'll all grow together. All right. Thanks for watching. Um, See ya on day 10. And remember, angels fly because they take themselves lightly. See you, friends.